going on, guys? Ben from JK Gear Gadgets. Today's video, we'll go over how to double your winching pulling power. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to use a snatch block. So what we're going to need in order to do this is, of course, a winch, tree saver, it's going to go around the tree, a snatch block, a soft shackle or another steel shackle, and a steel shackle. Alright, so times when you would need to double your winch's pulling power, if you're really stuck, deep in mud, or in a situation where your winch is really going to struggle to pull you out. One thing I would like to say before we start is make sure that all your equipment is going to be able to handle that extra power. Just because your winch can do it doesn't mean everything else can. Your tree saver, your shackles, your snatch blocks, blah blah blah. But let me go over each item and what it is. Alright, so here we have it set up around the tree. Our tree saver is going to go around the tree and hold all this. Sure, you can use other types of recovery ropes, but definitely an actual tree saver is your best bet. We're going to connect those two with a shackle here. Tighten that up. Actually, I just tightened it for demonstration purposes, but just to hold this snatch block. So here's the snatch block. It's simply just a pulley. What we're going to do is have this set up like this. We're going to grab our winch line, undo this, and wrap our winch line through here. So let me go spool out the winch and bring it over here to our tree. Alright, so now that we're at our winch, you should already know that when you're pulling out, you don't need to use the motor. You're simply going to put it in free spool and pull it out. But one thing I like to do before I undo all the line is to make sure that the winch, make sure it's working fine. Yep, so we know it works before I drag it all the way out and end up, finding out that my remote's busted or the winch itself is busted. So I like to double check it before I pay all this out. Alright, so now that we have our winch line over here, I'm going to open the snatch block up and feed it through. One important thing to notice is that since you're going here and doubling back, you're going to run out of line pretty quick, especially if you need to winch to a far spot. So this is where a winch extension or a winch line extension would come in handy. But I also want to note that the more line you have off the winch, the more power your winch has, especially the first few wraps of the drum. So let me go ahead and hook this up. Alright, so now that we got this on the snatch block, we're going to simply walk it back to our Jeep, to the front bumper, or whatever recovery point you're going to pull from. Alright, so here we are back on the Jeep. I have my Factor 55 flat link onto my Rockfab soft shackle going onto my bumper. So we are good to go. We're going to go ahead and turn the engine on. Or I'm just going to simulate because I'm not really stuck. Make sure that the area is clear, nobody's standing around, and we're going to go ahead and put a little tension on the line and then go over back to our snatch block and make sure that the rope is on there evenly and it's not going to chafe. So let me go ahead and put some tension on the line, then walk over there and check it out. Alright, here we are over here at the snatch block, and we're just making sure that the line is nice and centered, it's not pinched or and whatnot. So it's perfectly centered, and we are good to start winching. So with this snatch block, like I said, it's going to double our pulling power, but it's also going to go half as slow. The winch is going to spin at the same speed, but the Jeep is going to move, half as slow. So yeah, that can be good. That can be good when you're really stuck. So, but yeah, once you have this set up, you're pretty much good to go, good to winch. So let's do it. Alright guys, that's how you double your winch's pulling power by using a snatch block. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, be safe while winching, and subscribe to the channel.